Hello. In this video I would like to demonstrate this terrain erosion simulator I have programmed. To begin with, I will go through the various placement modes used to create the desired terrain to simulate erosion on. There are three different shapes that can be used. Sphere, which is by default set, cone, and circle, which really produces a cylinder here. The placement rate can be adjusted by using the up and down arrow keys, as you can see in the height value. Now there are also three different modes of placement. There is set, which is the default, which selects between what height value is the highest, which you'll see why that's important. Add, which simply just adds the height value of the shape you're placing to the current terrain. You can see here there is this overlapping region. Also, if you look up here where my mouse is placed, it will have a Z. So here it simply adds the height on this overlapping section, whereas in here it kind of merges them. And then finally dent, which just overrides the height value at that point using the shape. So here it's 1000 and it goes down to the sphere shape. There are also two viewing modes. What is currently seen here is the contour mode, and if I press X, there is a brightness, like a heat map mode for the terrain height, which can help visualizing. Now I'm just going to quickly use the dent with the circle to just erase everything, because now I would like to demonstrate the simulation. And I think the simulation is best demonstrated just by using the sphere, something like that height value, placing a few spheres down. You can also adjust the contour interval, which I'm going to do. That much better emphasizes the 3D shape, the slope at various points. And now, if I press R, it will start to rain. This is the erosion simulator. Now, already, maybe perhaps if I increase the contours a little more, you can see here various natural shapes have taken a hold into these what were originally just spheres. You can see here there are various mountain ridges, and between them these kind of river valleys are forming. And something else I'd like to show is, if I could hopefully get it to work, is if you pay attention, sometimes you can even get meandering rivers. I guess here somewhat, but then it eroded very quickly. I'll just have a very high height value. Let's see how this goes. Let's see, it meanders a little, and you can see here too the kind of different paths. I will go to the heat map view. These are the ridges coming down. Now, just a quick explanation of how the simulation works. Basically, there is, when I press the R button, which enables the simulation, a certain amount of raindrops are simulated. It seems like 100 million are done within a span of about 2 seconds. And these 100 million raindrops, they are simulated by the separate threads on the CPU to speed up the simulation process, and they basically move around the terrain, and if they pick up enough speed, they are allowed to collect surrounding sediment, and once they lose enough speed, they will deposit the sediment somewhere else, which is why you can see, if I press R again, it's not too visible here, but if you look at the Z value up here, or I guess if I increase the contour even further, you can see this kind of area. It kind of spreads out. It's hard to notice. Otherwise, especially the matter from the top of the, I guess you could call them mountains, is being displaced. It's being moved. And you can also see naturally as they form these valleys, more and more raindrops will accumulate into these valleys, causing it to be carved out faster than these higher points. Not only this, but because the raindrops collect from an area around them, this actually can cause a meandering river effect to form, which I thought was at least the most interesting in my opinion. See here. That is a very noticeable squiggle, which is being caused as the raindrops are being forced to go from one side. Maybe if I zoom in like this, one side of the river here, they are being turned around and going to this other side, taking from there, taking from there, taking from there, since they have an area of effect. That was the demonstration. Thank you for watching.